A lawyer for the Trump transition team on Saturday accused the federal agency of illegally and unconstitutionally turning over thousands of emails to the special counsel's office. Specifically, the General Services Administration (GSA) turned over emails written during the transition, the period between Election Day 2016 and Inauguration Day 2017, and the Trump campaign is claiming in a letter that the decision to do so violated the law. Officials with both the special counsel's office and GSA, however, pushed back against the Trump campaign lawyer's claims in the hours after the letter was issued. Fox News first reported the existence of the letter, following an Axios report about the emails having been obtained by special counsel's office. The GSA, which is responsible under law for providing the presidential transition with office space, supplies like phones and laptops, and PTT.gov emails, was instructed after President Trump had taken office to preserve records from the transition in connection with ongoing investigations. In the 7-page letter, which was sent to congressional committee leaders on Saturday, a lawyer for the Trump campaign, Corey Langhofer, wrote, "We understand that the special counsel's office has subsequently made extensive use of the materials it obtained from the GSA, including materials that are susceptible to privilege claims." According to the letter, the Mueller investigation requested, in a pair of August letters, the emails, laptops, cell phones, and other materials for 9 transition team members working on national security and policy matters and 4 other senior transition team members. Langhofer argues in the letter that the decision by GSA officials went against what he calls the GSA's previous acknowledgement concerning the Trump campaign's rightful ownership and control of transition team materials. Langhofer claims the production of transition materials to the special counsel's office by GSA violated GSA's duties to the Trump campaign, a Presidential Transition Act requirement that computers or communications services to the transition team be secure, and the Fourth Amendment. At the same time, however, Langhofer makes clear he believes the current law should be changed to protect future presidential transitions from having their private records misappropriated by government agencies. The letter also makes a specific claim about communication between the government and the campaign, that Richard Beckler, then the general counsel of the GSA, acknowledged unequivocally to the Trump campaign's legal counsel in a June 15 discussion that the Trump campaign owned and controlled emails, and that any requests for the production of PTT presidential transition team records would therefore be routed to legal counsel for the Trump campaign. Langhofer puts much of the blame for the move on a career government employee, GSA Deputy Counsel Lenny Lowentritt, who he says was present for those assurances. Beckler was hospitalized and incapacitated in August, according to the letter, and has since died. Career GSA staff, working with Mr. Lowentritt and at the direction of the FBI, immediately produced all the materials requested by the special counsel's office without notifying TAFA Trump for America of filtering or redacting privileged material, Langhofer writes. In a phone interview with BuzzFeed News on Saturday night, Lowentritt, whose LinkedIn represents that he has worked at the agency since 1972, disputed the claims made in the letter sent by the Trump campaign. Beckler never made that commitment, he said of the claim that any requests for transition records would be routed to the Trump campaign's counsel. Specifically, Lowentritt said, "In using our devices, transmission team members were informed that materials would not be held back in any law enforcement actions." Lowentritt read to BuzzFeed News a series of agreements that anyone had to agree to when using GSA materials during the transition, including that there could be monitoring and auditing of devices and that, therefore, no expectation of privacy can be assumed. Lowentritt told BuzzFeed News that the GSA initially suggested a warrant to subpoena for the materials, but that the special counsel's office determined the letter route was sufficient. As to whether the Trump campaign should have been informed of the request, Lowentritt said, "That's between the special counsel and the transition team." Asked about Langhofer's letter and Lowentritt's statements, and after publication of this story, a spokesperson for the special counsel's office, Peter Carr, told BuzzFeed News, "When we have obtained emails in the course of our ongoing criminal investigation, we have secured either the account owner's consent or appropriate criminal process.